What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? I don't know if any of the notifications went out or not. This is going to be really quick. Let me see. Anybody in here? It may be quicker than I thought. If nobody's in here, my notifications may not have gone out. Oh, you got the notification? Hey. Oh, okay. It did. I'm on StreamYard today, so I don't know what went off, what didn't go off. Because with StreamYard, it's the comments come through delayed. Hey, Lachey, how you doing? Hey, Mr. Zudi. Hey, Miami. Lord Miami. Mimi. Lord, I know your name is Mimi. You guys, this is going to be really quick. And what I may do is do a part 2. I'll come live again tomorrow so I can go through everything that I wanted to go through. I'm not going to be able to hit all of my points, like literally as I was getting ready to go live. I got a notification that Yes Bitch is going live at 7:30 and he wants to address some things. And I know that a lot of people that support me also support him and support the Justice League, and we may want to go over there to see what's going on. So we're going to talk for a few minutes. What's up, Dark Liquor Cam? Okay, Dark Liquor. Y'all know that. Y'all know Jack Daniel. That's my boo thing. So I'm with the Dark Liquor. Okay, so the day that I ain't gonna be on here long is the day that the notifications go out. Okay, I see how they want to do me. Okay, I see how they want to do me. Okay. All right, so let's talk a minute. Let's talk a minute. I need to understand a few things. So in case, and I know I'm a little bit late with this information, Brashear Gray, is that his name? Brashear, whatever that boy name is, Brashear Gray. Yaz, aka Yaz the Great from aka Boy with the Big Shoes. If you watch Spillet Boy's reviews of Empire, aka what was his name on Empire? What lion was he? He was the baby, the youngest lion. Quintessential. That's actually what I wanted to talk about. But again, I'm with you. Okay, you know what, Dan? Let's do this. Let's talk about Nick Cannon for a few minutes, and then tomorrow, or I can't say later on today because I have to go to bed early tonight because I have a doctor's appointment. I have to be leaving out my house at 8:00 tomorrow morning, so I can't be up late tonight. Hakeem, thank you. That's who he was. Okay, so let's talk about it for a second. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I consider myself to be an intelligent person. Okay. I read, I like to learn, I know things about things, okay, but I don't know everything about everything. I don't pretend to know everything about everything. I understand my limitations. I don't understand. I understand what some of Nick Cannon said was inappropriate. I do understand some of the things that he said, but I don't understand how other things that he said was anti-Semitic. And I'm not even saying that in a way, hey, Natalia, I'm not even saying that in a funny kind of way. Like, I really don't know. Like, I'm really trying to understand. The things that he said about white people as far as them being savages and stuff. So, okay. Some of the comments that I read, he was talking about the Hebrew Israelites. And there is a theory, and the reason why I'm using the word theory is because I have not read the books, but there is my understanding that there is historical data to somewhat back up some of this information. So I'm saying all of this, but I'm prefacing everything I'm getting ready to say with from my understanding, because I don't know everything. I haven't read up on a lot of it, and so I don't know. From my understanding. So please be clear. From my understanding. So some of the comments that were made, he was talking about the Hebrew Israelites and how the lost tribe, which I've heard about the lost tribe before, and the lost tribe were melanated people. And so he was saying that we were the lost tribe. And so essentially, we are the original Hebrews, which means that what was he saying? I want to use the right language. Judaism. He didn't use Judaism. He didn't use the word Judaism. But basically saying that we are because we are the original people, we are the original Jewish people, and therefore we can't be racist against ourselves. That was the sum up of what he was saying. Now, I've heard the theory before about the lost tribe. I've heard the theories before about the Hebrews, but I can say that I have not done enough of my own research, enough of my own studying to truly have an educated opinion. But even if that were what he said, even if that theory is totally wrong, even if it's just some made up bullshit from somewhere, I don't understand how it's anti-Semitic. I can see somebody saying you are ill-informed. I can see how someone could say what your theory doesn't make sense. It doesn't compute. It's not supported. I can understand all of the above. What I don't understand is how that becomes anti-Semitic. Y'all see what I'm saying? Even if you say, hey, Cola, hey, Miss Witt, hey, Queen Star My World, hey, Star Bell, anybody else that came in, I made a miss. How you guys doing? So that's what I'm saying to you guys. I'm not trying to be, please, I don't want nobody to think. I just want to understand. So even if I come on here and I say, the United States is the poorest country in the world. Well, that's not a fact. It's not supported by any facts. There is no data to support that statement. It is an illogical hypothesis that is not supported by anything. Right? But does that make me anti-American because I said something that's not accurate? That's the part I'm trying to understand. And again, I'm not even trying to be ignorant. I'm trying to understand. Now, on the flip side, some of the things that he said when he was talking about the Rothschilds and how basically he was saying that the Jewish people have this like secret society where they control all the banks and they control all the. I could see how some of that could be seen as anti-Semitic. I could see how people in the Jewish community could be offended by that. I could see that. But does that rise to the level of Nick Cannon being canceled? Now, y'all know I've said this before and I'll say it again. Y'all know I've been very careful about this whole cancer culture that we have because I think that you can overreach and you can do too much canceling. So I've said that before. You know? Okay, so wait a minute. Let me read what y'all are saying. Because again, I want y'all to help me out because I'm not trying to be funny. I really don't get it. He also said Jews run Hollywood, which is considered anti-Semitic by many people. Okay. Right. That's that whole Rothschild, the secret society, the owning the bank. Now that part of it, I understand why that could be taken that way. I do understand that. What does he have to do with hate speech? It boils down to CBS is ultra conservative and they don't like what he said. The BHI is one of the most anti-Semitic hate groups. What is BHI? Black Hebrew Israelites? Is that what you saying? Black Hebrew Israelites? Does Nick Cannon consider himself to be a Black Hebrew Israelite? I agree. Cancer culture gets too. I agree. Cole, I agree. And I've felt that way about some. Like I'm still pissed off about Al Franken having to step down and leave the Senators. I'm still pissed off about that because I still feel like the reasoning for it and what happened, I feel like wasn't. What's up, Shauna? Hey, babes. I never featured him, so it doesn't matter to me. Yes. Okay. Now, see, now that, Mr. Zudi, that's a different conversation because you are absolutely correct. The Black Hebrew Israelites, in my opinion, let me preface, in my opinion. Hey, want you, Tarot card? Hey, babe. The Black Hebrew Israelites, they are racist. I have heard some of their teachings. I have read some of what they've had to say, and to me, in my opinion, racist. And if he considers himself to be a Black Hebrew Israelite, the other thing was he was with Professor Griff. Professor Griff was fired from Public Enemy for making anti-Semitic statements 20 years ago. And he said that he still stands by what he said and that he was right in what he said. And I think that didn't help his cause either, that you are sitting there with a man who people already connect with anti-Semitism. I think that didn't help. Now, the other thing is, and I think somebody, let me scroll back up. I think Quintessential said it, so hold on, let me scroll back up. Mel Gibson went on a hate-filled rant, and I completely understood that what he was saying was out of order. Yeah. Mel Gibson, and my thing is, Mel Gibson didn't get canceled, and he said the Holocaust didn't exist. He said the Holocaust didn't happen. That's the most, I think that has got to be at the top 3. When we start talking about anti-Semitism, that's got to be at the top 3 for somebody to say that the Holocaust never fucking happened, that it was a lie and it was all propaganda. Like, that's gotta be. Yet it's still, we still see Mel Gibson making movies. I mean, he may not be the belle of the ball anymore, but he is still making movies. Nick should have known better. He knows you can't say anything about the Jewish people without it being called anti-Semitic. They take offense to everything. He had kitchen table talk in public. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, yes, he did. He isn't A-list and not invited to the Oscars. Right. He isn't A-list, but he's still making movies. He is still making movies. Now, like I said, they may not be, the lethal weapons of the world, but he is still making movies and making money in Hollywood. And let's be clear, Mel Gibson didn't go on not one anti-Semitic rant. He went on 2. It was the second one when then people was finally like, okay, baby, we need to do something. But the first time he went off, they was like, oh, he's drunk, blah, blah, blah. They wrote it off as him being drunk. But I was always told that a drunk man's words are a sober man's thoughts. That's what I was always told. Now, let's talk about this. Now, let's talk about him being fired, part of it. What do I always tell y'all? Freedom of speech does not mean freedom of consequence. And Viacom absolutely had a right to fire him, whether you agree with it or not. They had a right to fire him based on the comments that were made, depending on the language of his contract. And they clearly must have felt like they had a legal right to do it because they did it. And I don't hear him talking about suing them. I hear him talking about he wants the rights to his show back. Now, he said that he signed over the rights to his show based on broken promises that were made to him by Viacom. Now, what I'm going to say about that is I'm going to say the same thing to him that I say to all of these other artists, these music artists who sign over their rights to different things, who and then they want to come back later and cry. Nick, you're not no dumb dude. You have been in the music industry since you were a child, and you have held some high positions in the industry. I mean, not music, the film, what I'm saying, Hollywood. You have held some high positions. You were the youngest person to do this, the youngest person to do that. So now you're saying that you're basically saying that they manipulated you into giving up Wild and Out. I don't think that's the case. I really don't think that's the case. I honestly think that they probably made you a good deal. And maybe they didn't hold up to their end of the bargain. But who I blame for that is I blame that on your lawyer for not making sure that whatever promises they made you were not in whatever contract you signed. But what happened was you probably didn't anticipate Wild 'N Out being what it is now. The fact that now you got Wild 'N They going on tours and they have the merchandise and they got all of that. Because let's be clear, Wild 'N Out been on for damn near 10 years or longer. So when you first started that show, you probably was pitching a show and selling it like everybody else pitches a show and sells it. And now 10 years later, you being fired, and now you want people to have your back or whatever. And on that one, I'm sorry. On that one, I have to kind of be like, well, you had lawyers. Your lawyer didn't make sure that whatever promises Viacom made to you, they kept. Because you saying now that Viacom basically manipulated you. Come on, Nick. When you signed that contract with Viacom, you had lawyers in the room. And if your lawyers didn't do their job, then that's who you need to be suing. That's my opinion. Markel, what you saying, boo? Nick will be all right, but this is the second time he's been fired based off of his comments in the last. Exactly. I could agree with that. This true based on terms of his contract and code of contact. I personally believe Viacom has bigger problems than what Nick Cannon said, but that's just me, and that's where the unfairness begins to me. What you mean, Xavier? And now Diddy want him to come to Revolt. I mean, who is what? But that's why Diddy wants him to come to Revolt. Absolutely. That's a smart move on Diddy's part. Because you're right. Who the fuck is watching Revolt? But that is actually because Nick Cannon brings an audience. For whatever reason, people like Nick Cannon. They might not like his music and all of that, but Nick Cannon knows how to create a hit show. Let's be clear. He knows how to create a hit show. So it actually is a smart move on Diddy's part. Sounds like he signed a 360 deal. At the end of the day, as of July 2020, if you work for a major company, you got to keep your mouth shut if you want your job, period. Nick needs to be careful before they dig into his past and start targeting him. Hey, viewers of you. Thank you. I'm still enjoying it. You see, I got on my shirt, July Girl. And let me be clear, this is probably the third time y'all seen me wear this shirt. I have a washer and dryer in my home, just so you know, okay? But let's be clear, it's the only, I got to wear it for the month of July. Like, I got to get all my wares in. Hello. Oprah offered on to him too. Really? Now, I'm surprised by that. I'm surprised Oprah got in this one. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I'm surprised Oprah put her 2 cents in this one, child. I'm surprised. I'm about to shut it down because I'm about to go over there. Markel, I'm about to, what time is it? It is 7:30. 3 more minutes. I'm shutting this down and I'm going over there. So, we'll get to the other hashtags tomorrow. I wanted to go over the Electoral College because I read a comment. I was in Beautiful Soul's chat. If y'all don't know Beautiful Soul, she goes live every morning between like 10 and 11 Eastern Standard Time. And she usually does what we're doing here, talking, talking what's in the news and stuff like that. And she has great insight. And I was reading something in her chat. Somebody in her chat made a comment about our vote doesn't matter anyway, because they were talking about the Kanye Chance the Rapper thing, which we'll get into that tomorrow. But she made a comment about it doesn't matter. Not Beautiful Soul. Somebody in her chat. Not Beautiful Soul said this. Somebody in her chat said it doesn't matter about it doesn't matter. And my thing was, but it does matter. Voting does matter. And so I was going to explain, because she said because of the Electoral College. So I was actually going to do a little short history lesson and explain the Electoral College, because I think people don't understand how it works. No, we do not have one person, one vote in this country, but your vote does still count. Now, depending on where you live, your vote is a little more important than others, but okay. I'm on my way over there. Thank you. Markel, you know I always have to be a fucking lady. You know I have to always maintain myself. But yeah, so we'll dig into that tomorrow. We're gonna talk about this Chance the Rapper. I'm very disappointed in Chance the Rapper. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow. We'll get into Brace um Hakeem ass for getting arrested and beating up his wife, allegedly. We'll talk about that. Hey Jonathan, I'm on my way over to Yes Bitch. I'm on my way over there. Jonathan, thank you so much, Jonathan. Jonathan been you talking about having my back, honey. Jonathan was like, listen. Don't make me have to. Don't make me have to forget who I am and have to come for these people. um, the whole Meg the Stallion thing. That I've been trying to get the info on that. She confirmed that she was shot. That there was a crime trying to be perpetrated against her. So I want to get the scoop on that one. I want to get the scoop on that one. But you guys, okay, so for those of you who keep up with what's going on with the Justice League and everything that's been going on the last couple of days, we get ready head on over to Yes Bitch. I'm about to go onto the StreamYard over there, and we're going to talk about some things over there. And we'll come back tomorrow and finish talking about these topics. And maybe I can get a little more insight on this Nick Cannon situation, okay? Because I was really trying to get y'all to teach me, but we're going to get some stuff. We're going to get some stuff settled, okay? Thank y'all for coming through. I know this was a short one, but we're gonna finish this up tomorrow. And this time it ends electoral college. Yeah, I agree. Now they need to get rid of the electoral college. Absolutely, they do. All right, y'all. I'm gonna see y'all on the other side. Peace.